Hello dear friends, welcome back to High Point again. In this video, we are going to learn about yet another important concepts related to cultural studies known as spaces of imagination. So we were looking at various concepts related to spaces, space, identity, lifestyle. We are learning about these things, various terms related to space actually. So here in this video, we are going to learn about spaces of imagination. Before going into the video, let me inform you about my website. If you wanted to have contents related to or more comprehensible simplified study materials related to NTA, UGC, NET, JRF, English Language and Literature, you can visit my website www.highpoint.in. Go there and see what we have provided there. 15% of off is going on in the fee structure. You can have 900 plus audio lectures, 300 plus downloadable PDF materials and practice and previous question papers. And if you wanted to know anything more related to the courses that we are sharing or the free bonuses that we are giving to our students, you can WhatsApp me or call me in this number or use the Instagram ID to reach out me. Follow me on Instagram as well as subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon while you subscribe so that you get a notification whenever we upload something in here. Moving on about spaces of imagination. Let's have an introduction first of all. Central to the discourse of housing, ownership and property is the rhetoric of dreams and imagination. So here also, like in the previous video, we are going to see many terms related to house ownership, property. See, we have already done a video about house ownership and property. Do go and watch that, and the video about location as well, the previous video. Otherwise you will see that this have an abrupt beginning. You won't get a connection with what I am saying. Okay, so the spaces, the discourses related to what are the discourses of housing, ownership and property. Advertisement is a discourse related to housing, ownership and property. The lifestyle is something related to housing, ownership and property. And the future profit is something related to property. And also urbanization and ghettoization is also related to housing, ownership and property and all. So there are many other discourses related to housing. So when you see the advertisement related to a house plot in a urban area, that is related to dreams and imagination. It is related to rhetoric of dreams and imagination. The space of the house is one of that is first created in dreams and then in reality. So actually it is related to dreams and imagination. What does that mean? The space related to a house, the place in which you wanted to build a house or a flat of your dream, it actually created in your dream. Then it becomes a reality. You have a dream about your house, the space that you wanted to occupy and to have a quality life. Then you buy or you create that reality into a reality. Okay, that dream into a reality. To fit your imagination, turn your dreams into reality. Your dreams come true. See, I have given them in quotation marks. Dream land for dream home. Okay, etc. So these words, these phrases, these words, these sentences you can find in the rhetoric, the discourses, the advertisement discourses related to house, owning a house, house property and all. Because it is there in your dreams. Owning a house is there in your dreams and you can make it a reality by buying this property, by buying this house plot, home plot. Okay, the house and home is a projection not only of the developer but also the prospective home owner. So in the advertisements, they are not the owners who actually built those buildings. They are not only projecting the developers who developed this project, but actually projecting the prospective, the expectations and dreams and imagination of the homeowner about that house. The rhetoric of dreams and imagination creates an imagined community with which one begins to bond even before any of the structures are available to us in reality. Even before owning that property, the rhetoric of dreams and imagination creates an imagined community with which one begins to bond. So there is an imagined community. There is an imagined, images there inside the buyer, the potential buyer, whoever are capable to buy these plots. So before actually owning these structures, available to them in reality. Before that, even they create an imagined community, okay, because of with the rhetoric of dreams and imagination. Okay, the visual economy of the ads creates a public space in the virtual space of print and website. So this print and website and the brochures actually provides a visual economy of the ads, creates a public space. We share that community space in advance and we invited to make it an actuality. So if you want to have a home, dream home of your own, then you have that dream inside you and you have an imagined space in which you wanted to occupy. So it is like this. These advertisements, they are using this rhetoric of dream and imagination that the potential buyer already the potential buyers already have in their mind. Okay, so we share that community space in advance. See, these builders, they share that community space in advance. They are invited to make it an actuality. So those who are actually buying it, they have that space inside them in advance, the imagination. That's how the spaces of imagination happening. They are imagining about their home project. That's how these kind of words are occupying, by pointing out that the dream that they have, the imagination that they have at the space of house. By pointing out that, they are using these words in the brochures, they are using in the these words in the flyers that they put in some location, in some spaces, to fit your imagination. Turn your dreams into reality. Your dreams come true. Dreamland for dream home. Okay, see, these were so familiar in brochures related to properties. The fantasy is also of relaxation and leisure. So these rhetoric, these brochures, notices and the advertisements related to whether video, printed or website informations given about the house properties, home properties, they give us a fantasy about relaxation and leisure, the spaces, private spaces, not crowded or cluttered spaces, very peaceful spaces and all. They also give such fantasies. The images create the sense of a privatized space. You can imagine such brochures in your mind, like the houses will be shown as spacious. They have a lot of spaces inside that house, and all these spaces are privatized as well. It opposes a sense of belongings to a class whose members share similar attitudes towards leisure. So you will occupy in this place in a relaxed and leisurely manner in your own privatized space. You will be very peaceful and you will get surrounded by these kind of people. They are also have similar attitude towards leisure. The representations of property and housing seem to offer a sense of completeness, stability and permanence. It will be like this for the whole time. It will be like this continuously. Towards the very end, it will be like this. It is this stable, this kind of property, housing, all these representation that they are giving through their flyers, their brochures, their notices, their website advertisements and print advertisements, videos. They offer completeness. You will get everything when you reside here. The stability, the permanence, they are representing. While few developers concentrate on luxury homes, most focus on comfort. So some developers, those who are building them, they concentrate, the developers in the sense, not only the builders but the advertisement developers, they also concentrate on luxury homes, some, but most of them, they prefer to focus upon comfort. Okay, so in order to provide more relaxation, leisure, privatized space, not non-cluttered space, dirty, not sanitized or away from any clutter, away from any garbage. It shows like they are more comfortable, more access to airport, access to road, access to automobile, access to job sites. So they are giving more focus to comfort, but some also give importance to luxury. The elements most visible in the discourse of housing and home ownership were style, lifestyle, luxury. These three elements were given more focus to the discourses related to house and house ownership. So advertisement is the major discourse related to house and house ownership. House as a symbol of a peculiar lifestyle. Okay, so if you occupy in a certain kind of a house, that symbolizes a particular kind of lifestyle. People who work in a certain field own certain kind of houses. So those who are white have a rich kind of life. Those who work in a particular kind of field, they have a particular kind of house. They can afford a particular kind of house. Who require certain spaces of relaxation after their work. So people who have certain kind of profession, they need to relax after their work. If you are an IT professional, you are sitting too much before your laptop, then you certainly must have a space for relaxation. They are projecting it like that. So it's quite visible that once you own this property, how often you go and sit in the relaxation spaces. Maybe not once in a week, but still we wanted to have such a space in our house where you can go and sit and relax or meditate. Luxury in contemporary discourse focuses upon private space as opposed to common space, surveillance, empty spaces including green areas, distance from other residents. So nowadays if you buy a flat, you can see that one of the corner of the flat or the house or the building house, you will find a green area inside the home itself, maybe in the in a space where it can go and stand and see the outside space of the house. Okay, so the luxury components in the contemporary discourses that or in the building that they are projecting, that we can see that common spaces, instead of common spaces you can have private spaces, surveillance will be there, empty spaces including green areas are available, distant from other residences, that provides privacy, that provides that distance from other residences, that provide more privacy, that provide more kind of relaxed atmosphere, that it is projected like that. Maybe it is not giving any comfort. If your mind is not clear, no other external facilities are capable to provide that relaxation to you. First of all, you need to feel that inside you, right? External things are there, you can use that, but still your mind need to be ready, right? But still they are projecting these kind of things, the private space, surveillance, empty spaces, green areas, distance from other residences as luxury components inside the rhetoric related to house and house ownership. Let's have a conclusion. The discourses of house appropriates the rhetoric of dreams, imagination in order to construct imagined communities, inviting us to be a participant in this community even before it is built, and thus asking to decide what kind of sociability we would prefer. Actually, if you take the example of advertisements related to housing and house properties, they are appropriating, they are using and exploiting the rhetoric of dream and imagination that people will have about their homes. So they are constructing, using these dreams and imagination, they are constructing an imagined community, and those who wanted to buy these properties, even before owning that property, they are inviting these participants in order to participate in this imagined community, and you can be in real a member of this community if you buy this property. So they are asking whether you wanted to have this property, what kind of sociability that they wanted to prefer, they would prefer. The home is not simply a dwelling but an expression of lifestyle, power and class affiliation expressed in terms of luxury spaces, which in turn are marked by high security separating the elite from the non-elite. So home, why you need a home? You need a home to dwell. You need a home to reside, to go and be in your own comfort and sleep and have food and all. But still it is more. It is an expression of lifestyle. Certain people will have certain kind of lifestyle. Certain kind of house will have according to the lifestyle that they prefer. And it is also projecting their power and the class affiliation and the class, social class that they belong. And the home is expressed, it's an expression in terms of luxury spaces and the more security that it provides. And if you are more luxurious, you got more separated from the non-elite. So home is not simply a space that you used to dwell, used to simply go and sleep and be in your own comfort, but it's an expression of lifestyle, power and class affiliation, and it also expresses the luxurious spaces that you have. Okay, luxury now is a matter of symbolic and physical separation from the rest of the humanity. If you have more spaces, lonely spaces, that's how building huge house shows that you are more luxurious, you are more rich, you have an elite taste and all. Maybe only one or two people are residing in that huge house, but simply because you have a notion about the dream house, the imagined house that you have inside you, and also you got influenced by all these things. If you have money, if you wanted to show that you belong to a certain kind of class, you need to buy or you need to have this kind of a house which is big. Okay, you have this kind of facilities inside your house. So luxury is a matter of symbolic and physical separation from the rest of the community. Okay, nowadays it's like that. Okay, so that's all about imagined spaces of imagination related to house ownership and property. Do watch the previous videos, otherwise you will feel this video as an empty one. If you want to understand more comprehensively, you must watch the previous two videos, otherwise this will be more abrupt and this doesn't mean anything to you. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section or use the Instagram ID or WhatsApp to reach out me with your questions and queries. Or if you want to know anything related to the courses that we are providing, the materials that we are providing in website or Instagram or in our YouTube channel, you can use this number or Instagram platform to reach out me. Okay, meet you in the next video session. Until then, stay tuned to High Point and be happy. Strive your best for your upcoming NTA UGC NET JRF English Language and Literature. Be happy. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.